The dragon's path is a spiritual path that not many people take. Sometimes not even by the people who can feel the dragon, because they are restraining their feelings against the dragon that they are feeling, against their own instincts, against their own spirituality. Sometimes just because they are not allowed to. They are not allowed to be with the dragon. They are not allowed to accept the dragon, and that is such a shame. Sometimes I hear stories of people who have to keep themselves hidden from what they feel for the dragon. Coming out for the dragon, that you are believing in dragon, never mind that you are being with the dragon. Sometimes people see this as something bad or evil, that we should get rid of it. And that is just it. On the dragon's path, we do not say to the people that they have to go on the dragon's path. They don't have to go and become a dragon witch. They don't have to do anything. It's just our own feelings that is just pushing and pushing. I didn't want to accept the dragon myself in the beginning, because I was thinking, what about the people? What will they say? That was my first intention. What will they say if I believe and never mind that I follow the dragon's spirituality? Well, actually, once you accept the dragon, then I don't mind what people say. Not at all. And that is just the thing, one of the rules of the dragon's path. One of the rules, and actually that I'm not breaking, but I'm some kind of a way, I'm trying to help the dragons. I'm trying to help the dragons because that was my promise to them for what they did for me. My promise to them was that I would be there for other people on the dragon's path. And what is the best way? To trigger them, to trigger people on the dragon's path. You should not say that they have to go on the dragon's path, because only the dragon chooses who goes on the dragon's path. But it's only you who just have to accept it. The dragon chooses because we have an ability, we have something inside of us that they are feeling. And one of these rules that we should never forget, one of these rules are that we just not talk to other people that they have to go on the dragon's path. Not at all. That is not the way of the dragon. That is not how we should do it. There are in fact quite some rules on the dragon's path. Quite some rules that I didn't know. Things that we have to know, and things that we have to know that we should not make mistakes in. Because I made a top 5 of things that we should not do any moment on the dragon's path. The top 5 that we should remember that we should not do. Never in our path that we should not do. And there are 5 things that actually we should feel on the dragon's path. That the moment that we feel that we are indeed connected on the dragon's spiritual path. There are not many people on the dragon's path because no one is talking about them. No one talks about the dragon's spiritual path. Then how can we be triggered? Once I'm saying to you that the dragon is very much real, and the dragon is trying to approach you. The dragon is trying to be with you. What will you do? What will you help the dragon? Will you push them back like I did in the beginning? Will you push them back, or will you just open the gate for them? Open the gate so that the dragons can be surrounding you, that the dragons can be with you. And how will you feel about this? So this is actually my top 5 of the feelings that we have on the dragon's path. The feeling. The first thing that I felt, and something that I can say that a lot of people also felt, is this joy and happiness. Once you accept the dragon, and once the dragon is touching you, this feeling of happiness and joy, and this complete, that you are feeling complete, that you are just happy that the dragon is there, that you are having this joy, this peacefulness, that you are finally complete. That is also what I felt once I accept the dragon with me. I feel joy. I feel happiness. I felt that everyone can say whatever they want. I just don't care. This is my path, and I'm following my path, and I do it with a lot of happiness and joy. The first feeling that I ever had once the dragon awakened me. There was a lot of feelings that I had, but the first thing that I had was joy and happiness. Of course, there is also a feeling that we have, the urge to talk with the dragon, the urge to speak with the dragon. You know that the dragon is surrounding you, maybe several dragons. You know this. yet you want to speak with them, you want to know them, you want to communicate with them. This urge, so to know a lot more about them, this urge to speak with the dragon. That is also what I had. I wanted to speak with them. That is why, in the beginning, I was constantly talking to this image of the dragon that I had. I was constantly talking, so visualizing that this image of the dragon of my ulcer was the real dragon, and I was talking to it. I was talking to the dragon spirits, the spirits that I felt. I had this urge so much that I was constantly, every night, even in daytime, I was talking to them. That was the feeling that I had. I had the urge to speak with the dragon. I want to speak with the dragon. I don't mind about humans. I want to speak with the dragon, and I want to know all about the dragon's path and everything that I felt. Also, a third thing that I felt was the feeling to do something for the dragon. And so this was it. This was actually something that I do for the dragon. If you wonder why I'm making videos like this is it. I'm doing this for my dragon, for what I am doing for them. I mean, for all of the dragons. I felt that a simple trigger, just someone who speaks about dragons is enough to open up the gates for your dragons so that they can come to you. It's just one gate further. So release this gate, open this gate. That is what I'm trying to do with you, with your spiritual path. So, yeah, like I said, you don't need much. People who are with the dragon, people with a dragon's eye, don't need much. We don't need priests to talk about the dragon and to go on this path or else. We don't need this all of money, rich buildings. I'm just here in my forest speaking about the dragon with a cheap cell phone. I mean, yeah, it's not that cheap, but yeah, of course it's cheap. It was just 40 euros, this one, so to speak. So I just don't need much. So a lot of people need much to have people on a spiritual path, but this is not it. The dragon's path is just selected by the dragon, and then you just need a simple trigger. And this simple trigger, to feel that sometimes you, after a while, that you have the feeling to do something for the dragon, that the dragon just feels amazing, and you just want to do something for the dragon. And that is just another one. Feel the dragon within after a while. That is also a feeling that I had from the very first moment when the dragon was awakening me. I felt the dragon within. And that is something that I refused to feel for a lot of years. I didn't want this. I mean, a lot of people are saying I have a dragon soul. I'm not. I don't want to say something like this. Because humans, I'm looking down at humans all of these years. All of what they do, they destroy so many things. Humans and dragons. I didn't want to see them as one. A dragon spirit with a human body. I didn't want it. Yet there was so much that I could feel about this. So much that the dragon was saying, just feel from within you. Feel the draconic spirit. And I said, no, I don't want to feel it. For many years. But I was feeling it very much. So, yeah. So, yeah, I think I have it. Yeah, a few things that we feel in the dragon's path, and just I'm trying to say the things that we don't, that we cannot do on the dragon's path. A few things that we cannot do on the dragon's path. Things that are very important to know. Very important. You can say the rules. These are the forbidden things that we do that we shouldn't do on the dragon's path. One of the things, the forbidden ones, the forbidden rules, the rules that are forbidden to do, don't see the dragon as a pet. Not at all. They are not below us. They are not beneath us. Then that is just the flaw of humanity. Whenever it's not a human, whenever it has another body or spirit, whenever it's not a human, it's often seen as a pet or a beast or an animal. or something that is lesser than them. So we cannot say and do some rituals and pretend like, oh dragon, come here and play with me. Or, oh yeah, let the dragon come, it will be a good test. No, this is not a pet. The dragon is not coming whenever you want it. The dragon comes whenever they want it. They are not a dog, they are not a cat, they are not someone who obeys rules. They will be very disappointed, I'm sure of it, once you see the dragon as some kind of a pet, whatever you can do with it, whenever you can do with them. So, and just like the second one, don't see the dragon as some kind of a child's play. That's actually it. The dragon is not a child's play, and sometimes people on witches' path see them as some kind of a child's play and just want to experiment with dragon energy. So no, you cannot choose on two horses. You cannot. The dragon. The witches on other paths often, most of the time, worship other gods like the horned god and the triplet goddess, and so other gods as well. But yet, oh yes, you know what? Somewhere in between, I also worship the dragon, and I want to have this some kind of a toy. So no, the dragon is not a toy. The dragon is not a child's play. So don't expect them to be some kind of a toy that you just take along with the rest of the gods. No, a dragon has to be seen as something very serious, and you should feel this energy that is very serious inside of yourself. So also don't see the dragon, the third one, as a slave. Oh my goodness, no. So like I said, the dragon will not let themselves be treated as some kind of a slave. It will not be a dragon in chains, not at all. Not at all. If you believe that a dragon can be held, if you believe that the dragon can be summoned and just hold, then no. A dragon is very, very proud and also will not let themselves be treated like some kind of a slave. They are not slaves, and that is the thing that I felt so much with my dragon. The dragon will not let themselves be played around or will be treated like a slave. Not at all. Your dragon will not take it that someone else is treating them like a slave. That is why I'm so afraid for other people to go on my dragon's eye, because they don't know the dragon. They don't know, and they want to infiltrate inside of my dragon circle, and yet they don't know the dragon. I'm so afraid of it, because humans don't see the dragon as something equal or even higher. Whenever someone is invading your dragon circle, it can be that your dragon can be treated like some kind of a slave or a pet or a toy, and that is why I'm so afraid of it. That humans, that other people or witches or even other dragon witches that still need to learn, that will see your dragon or my dragon and will let themselves be treated like a slave or a pet or a toy. And that is what I am so afraid of, and that is why I'm saying to you, the dragon is not any kind of those three things. The dragon is a deity. The dragon is a high spirit. My goodness. And like I said, this is once again the same thing. Don't try to abuse the dragon. Don't try to abuse their energies. Don't try to abuse the magic. Don't try to be above them. Don't try to be their master. You are not a dragon master. A dragon master is not a thing. It doesn't exist. Keep that in mind, that there is no such thing as a dragon master. I mean, no one can control the dragon, not even us, who are connected with the dragon. We should know much better than this, than to abuse the dragon's energies. And so don't, like that is also the fifth one, don't see advantages inside of the dragon's path. Don't see these advantages. Then only the joy that you can feel, like I said, this joy should tell you that you should not feel any more advantages. You should not expect anything anymore than just this feeling of joy and wholeness, this connection with the dragon, this happiness that you feel, this urge to speak with the dragon, the urge to be with the dragon, and that is connecting with the dragon, that is creating dragon energy, dragon magic, to open up the gate that you will become a dragon witch, just simply for these things that you feel. And the things that you should not is immediately connected with it, because you should feel this energy inside of the dragon's eye, inside of the circle that you have. Another person might not know it yet, but your dragon cannot be treated like a slave or a pet. They cannot see any advantages in this, because your dragon, the only advantage that you have is to be with the dragon. That is enough. I didn't seek for doing magic or becoming a witch. I just wanted the dragon by my side, and I was kneeling. I still kneel down for the dragon, for what they did to me. Of course, I want to do something for the dragon, and maybe you feel this as well. I want to do this for everything for the dragon. I'm still doing this to this day. And maybe you feel this as well, that you want to do so many things for the dragon. And you can do this as well, of course, but the dragon is not asking this. This is something that we feel from within us. The dragon is not asking anything to us, just to help them, to open up the gates so that we can be with them. And that is what makes us a dragon witch. That we manipulate nature, that we manipulate the energies, are using our remaining draconic spirit, these energies from the dragon, that we are opening up the gates. The dragon is the master manipulator of the elements, and we still feel this inside of ourselves, making dragon magic, creating a dragon witch within us. A dragon witch, like I said, is the unlikely witch. We just don't mind all of these things like curses and blessings and all of these gods. We just want to be with the dragon, and this is creating magic because we have a dragon spirit within us. This is not fully awakened maybe, but it will have energies, a lot of energies, that manipulates so many things. 5 things to feel, 5 things you shouldn't. And these are actually the things that you should know from within us, within yourself. You should know all of these things, that you cannot abuse the dragon, that you even cannot invade another dragon circle, that you should remain with all of your dragons. You should know all of your dragons, that you should be loyal to your dragons. I mean, the dragon is loyal to you, came to you, moved heaven and earth to be with you. So they are the greatest witches of them all, and we have this spirit within us, making us a dragon witch. It's just our connection, our love for the dragon, that creating the dragon witch, not because we are wanting this. And it's not because someone is telling us to go on the dragon's path. We just feel it. Feel these energies. Feel the dragon. We just feel to be on the dragon's path. The dragon is not a toy. The dragon is not a child's play. The dragon is not a slave. The dragon is not a pet. The dragon cannot be abused. You shouldn't. We shouldn't. And actually, this is not something that I should say. This is something that you should feel. From the deepest of your own spirit. How do you want to be treated? Because this is something that you can feel as well. How do you want to be treated? From within your spirit, you should feel it. How do you want to be treated? Like a dragon witch? Like a dragon themselves? Like just that you don't want to be abused? That you don't want to see yourself as some kind of a pet? Of course. To be on the dragon's path, sometimes we have to forget humanity. Sometimes we just don't have to see humans here on this world. Sometimes we just need to see this world without humans, because that is what the dragon realm is. The dragon realm, where they are another dimension where the dragon is safe. This is a place without humans. This is a place with dragons. And this is how you can see this world as well. This answered a lot of questions for me. How I see this world without humans. How it can be without humans, but with dragons instead. Just forget about humanity. Forget about actually everything. Or think, about everything. All you need is your instincts inside of yourself. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.